I don't want to talk to Kody ever again. You and Kody could hang out.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
No, I live with children. They don't tell very funny jokes. I live with children and they tell funny jokes. Mine are younger. They're younger here. I think it was supposed to be a Christmas of healing. A quiet night under the snow at Coyote Pass, filled with lights, laughter, and maybe, just maybe, forgiveness. But as the Brown family gathered around that glittering tree, no one knew that Kody had planned one final surprise. A Christmas gift that would break every promise he ever made. The snow fell soft over Flagstaff that night, coating the red dirt roads leading to Coyote Pass in a blanket of peace that felt almost fake. Inside the unfinished house, where laughter once echoed, Janelle adjusted a strand of lights that flickered weakly over a row of mismatched stockings. Meri, Janelle, Christine, Robyn, and she hesitated before hanging the last one. Dad, because this year even that word felt uncertain. For years, Christmas was chaos wrapped in faith. Cinnamon rolls, wrapping paper, and the shared belief that love, no matter how stretched, could hold a family together. But tonight felt different. It wasn't just the missing voices or the colder tone in Kody's texts. It was something in the air, something secret, something Janelle couldn't shake off. Kody had called this Christmas, gathering his chance to rebuild. He told Janelle it would be the start of a new chapter. And somehow, despite everything, she wanted to believe him because believing was easier than admitting the truth that maybe they weren't a family anymore. Just names on a property dispute. Meri showed up first, wearing that old green scarf she'd worn the first Christmas in Vegas. She smiled, small but brave, as she placed a dish on the counter. "Pumpkin pie," she said softly, "Christine's favorite." For a second, Janelle felt her throat tight. Even after all this, Meri still thought of Christine, still baked for her, still hoped. The words felt like broken ornaments. Meri stepped back, her breath catching. "Special," she repeated. Janelle felt the blood rush to her face. The fire behind them snapped, sparks leaping into the air like punctuation marks to the silence that followed. The stranger smiled, polite, innocent, maybe even nervous, but Janelle saw the glint of confidence in her eyes. This wasn't a G. This was the reason. Kody gestured for everyone to sit. "Let's not make this awkward," he said, forcing a laugh. "I wanted tonight to be honest. I think we all deserve honesty." His voice softened, practiced like a speech. "We've all been through so much. We've lost TR, we've lost unity, but tonight," he looked at the stranger. "I want to start something new." Meri's lips trembled. "Something new," she whispered. Janelle crossed her arms. "You mean someone new?" she said, her tone flat, deadly calm. The stranger smiled again, placing her gift on the table, a small silver box tied with a white ribbon. "I thought it would be nice," she said, "if we could all celebrate together. I've heard so much about this family." Retention booster. The air was thick enough to cut because sometimes truth doesn't explode. It walks in wearing red and smiles. Kody cleared his throat. "Her name is Leah," he said, "and she has been a friend of mine for a while now." Meri's hand clenched around her glass. Janelle stared at him, every muscle in her face still. "A friend," she repeated. "You brought your friend to Christmas." Kody nodded, swallowing hard. "She is more than that. I wanted you both to meet her because I believe she is meant to be part of this family." The word family echoed like a curse. Janelle stood slowly. "Part of this family?" she repeated, her voice quiet but shaking with fury. "You mean another wife?" Kody didn't answer. He didn't have to. His silence was louder than any confession. Meri turned away, her eyes glistening. "You said this was about healing," she said softly. Kody stepped toward her. "It is," he insisted, his voice breaking. "I am trying to rebuild, to make things right." "Right for who?" Janelle snapped. "For you," she laughed bitterly. "You couldn't handle 4 wives. Kody, you lost them all, and now you think bringing another one fixes that." Leah stepped forward. Then, calm, steady. "I am not here to replace anyone," she said. "I just want to be part of something meaningful." "Meaningful?" Meri whispered, her voice trembling. You walked into a broken home on Christmas Eve and called that meaningful retention booster. That is when the truth hit harder than any argument. Love wasn't the reason for this gathering. Control was. The silence that followed was unbearable. The fire somewhere outside. A wind howled through the pines. Kody finally spoke, voice low and desperate. You don't understand. I've been praying for guidance. I think this Leah is what God wants. Janelle's eyes burned. Funny, she said. God always seems to want whatever you want. Kody opened his mouth to respond, but Meri cut him off. You told us this was about family, she said, her tone breaking between anger and heartbreak, not about starting another one. Leah looked down, fidgeting with her ring, a small gold band that shimmered faintly in the firelight. Janelle saw it and froze. Wait, she whispered. You already proposed. The question hung in the air like smoke. Kody didn't deny it, Meri gasped. Oh my God, she breathed. You already asked her. Janelle backed away slowly, her voice hollow. You brought us here to introduce your next wife on Christmas. Kody's lips trembled. I thought no? Janelle cut him off, her voice suddenly steel. You didn't think. You never do. You just decide, and we all pay the price. Meri covered her mouth, tears spilling. Leah looked from face to face, her confidence fading. Maybe I should go, she said softly. Kody shook his head quickly. No, stay, please. They'll understand. But no one moved. The music stopped. The clock ticked louder. The candles flickered lower, retention booster, and right there under twinkling Christmas lights, the Brown family fell apart again. This time by morning, Coyote Pass was quiet again, snow melting into mud, the lights still hanging lifeless from the porch. But what had happened inside that house the night before was already spreading faster than wildfire. It started with a single post, a grainy clip from someone's phone, uploaded at 3:12 a.m. The caption read, Kody Brown's Secret Christmas. Watch to the end. Within hours, the video had millions of views. The thumbnail alone, Kody standing beside a new woman in red. With Janelle storming out and Meri crying in the background, was enough to explode every corner of social media. Fans, critics, even old church members began dissecting every frame. Some thought it was others claimed it was proof of divine karma. TLC's legal department woke up to hundreds of calls. By noon, Christmas Wife was trending worldwide. The footage was raw, shaky, and far too person. Someone had recorded the entire Christmas gathering. From Janelle's first uneasy smile to the moment Leah appeared at the door. The internet played it on loop, zooming in on Meri's trembling hands, Janelle's glare, and Kody's desperate, clueless grin. The comments were ruthless. He is introducing wife number 5. On Christmas, Janelle deserves better. Meri's heartbreak is the realest thing I've ever seen. The Brown family, once a symbol of unconventional faith and unity, had become a meme factory overnight. Kody's phone buzzed non-stop. Robyn called him 12 times before he answered, his voice cracking with exhaustion. It is everywhere, Robyn. Every damn where. Retention booster. Because when secrets go public, they don't just expose, they explode. Robyn's voice shook. Who filmed it? Kody? Who was even there? He didn't answer. His mind was spinning. Janelle marry one of the kids, or worse, someone Leah brought. The panic settled deep in his chest as he turned on the television and saw his own face replayed on national morning show. Talk hosts laughed. Analysts debated polygamy laws, and old clips from sister wives rolled side by side with the Christmas footage, creating a cruel timeline of decay. Kody muttered to himself, "They're turning my life into entertainment again." Robyn sighed through the phone. "Kody, your life is entertainment." He didn't laugh. He couldn't. By midday, Janelle's phone was blowing up too. Her son texted her, "Mom, what is happening?" She didn't know how to reply. She'd spent the morning watching the clip again and again, each replay stabbing her in the chest like a memory she couldn't delete. The comments hurt, but what hurts was that they were right. Kody had used her, and Meri turned Christmas into a stage for his next chap. She tried to stay calm, but reporters were already calling. Miss Brown, would you like to comment on the viral video? Are you pressing charges? Is it true that the new woman was introduced as a fiancé? She hung up. Heart pounding. Retention booster. The world wasn't asking questions for answers. It was asking for blood. Meri, meanwhile, had locked herself in her room, blinds shut, television off. The sound of notifications was unbearable. Every headline carried her name. Every thumbnail froze her face, mid-tear.